Hi, good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Here is my ID card. Now I'm going to start with a dialogue about the lack of communication between parents and children. My characters are Sarah as the parent and Jayla as a teenager. Here we have both of them. Now we are going to start. Sarah. Jay, we need to talk about something important. Here we can see imperative. Well, at the end of this dialogue, I'm going to explain it more in detail in this dialogue. Now, Jake, what's happening? Sarah, I feel like there's a lot of communication between us. I don't think that's true. I talk to you when I can. But sometimes our communication feels so shallow. You often ask about school, but I get stressed and talking about it. I understand school can be tough. However, I want to know more about your feelings. Well, sometimes it seems like you're not really listening. That's not my intention. I care about what you're going through. Maybe we should try to communicate better. Can we set aside time to talk? That sounds like a great idea. Let's make it a weekly thing. What if we both write down topics we want to discuss? Sarah, that will help a lot. It will keep our communication focused. I can share more about my friends too, not just school. And I can listen more instead of jumping in with advice all the time. Exactly. It will feel more like a conversation than an interrogation. Communication is a key in any relationship, right? Definitely. If we both try harder, we can improve this. Let's promise each other to be more open. Agree. I think we'll both feel better if we do. Well, I finished the dialogue between the parent Sarah and the teenager Jake. Now I'm going to explain, I give you a summary of grammatical constructions that I used in this dialogue. Here, in active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action. For example, you often ask about the school, or I can share more about my friends. Next, we have passive. Passive voice, here the subject receives the action and the doer may be omitted or introduced with by. Well, but in this case, and in the example I presented before, sometimes our conversations feel so shallow and it seems like you're not really listening. Next, we have middle voice. Middle voice is when the subject performs an action that also affects itself, often seen in language like Greek. In English, it can indicate self-directed action. Here, the example is I can listen more instead of jumping in with advice. Next, we have declarative sentences. A declarative sentence states a fact or opinion and ends with a period. Here we have a couple of examples. I feel like there's a lot of communication between us, and communication is a key in any relationship. Next, we have copula. Copula, a copula is a linking verb that connects the subject to a subject complement, often the verb to be. For example, that sounds like a great idea and you're not really listening. Next, we have interrogative. Um, well, interrogative sentence is when it asks a question and typically begins with a question word or any auxiliary verb. For example, what's happening? Can we set aside time to talk? And etc. And the last one is imperative sentence, and it is about it gives a command, request, or maybe an instruction, and often omits the subject. For example, today we need to talk about something important, and let's promise each other to be more open. Thank you for your attention. Here I have some references that I take it to make this work. Have a good day.